Hey there, welcome back to the Scaling Deep podcast. I'm Lisa Princik, and today I want to talk to you about a really important topic called commitment, because commitment is essential to your online business. And the interesting thing that I hear all the time from people about memberships is that, oh, but I'm scared of the commitment to this kind of a program. Like, what if it's draining? And what if I feel like I'm saddled creating content all the time? And there's all these scary thoughts that come up for people. And here's the really interesting thing. These are the exact same people who are bogged down with client work. They're committed to writing copy or designing websites or doing all kinds of things that actually take a lot of time and a lot of commitment, because you can't just put off those deadlines. They are deadlines for you to serve someone else. And I know that feels easier because it's reactive. You're just reacting to a hard deadline out there, but it still will bog down your schedule and keep you up later if you're having an unproductive day, because it's just got to get done. And what people don't really understand about memberships is that they're super flexible and they're super freeing, because if you want to be in an online business and make money, you're going to have to show up. And if you're not showing up on, say, client calls, you're going to have a membership call once every week or two, or maybe once a month, or offer something like that, that offers some kind of thing that you're going to create for them for the month. It doesn't have to be thousands of dollars of worth in content like you'd be delivering to your client. It can be just one small thing that you deliver content wise every month. You're going to have to do that no matter what you do, because the opposite of doing client work in your business isn't doing nothing and earning money. We're all going to have to do something to earn that money. And if we're even an influencer, say on Instagram, and doing sponsorships, we're still showing up regularly and filming ourselves in our everyday life, talking about all kinds of things all the time. So there's really no way of getting around committing to showing up in your business. Imagine setting up a shop in your town and never having it open, or a restaurant that's only open 3 to 4 days a week. You don't start out that way, right? You might be able to pare it down. So this is where I'm going to really ask you to put all your random fears aside that are niggling at you without any real clarity about what might be the actual case, because it may not be a realistic outlook. It might be a fear of the unknown instead of the actual fear of having something be a really bad move. And there is one way to get around all this. There's one way that you can test. But first, I'm just going to share with you that we had an amazing conversation inside the Scaling Deep Society just the other day, when someone asked about how to handle certain things and certain calls and structure in her membership. And I just said, well, you can make a change. Like, you can add structure to your meetings, or you can take structure away, or you can have one meeting a month that has this kind of practice that you do, which includes like a question that everyone has to answer, or something like that. And then have some that are longer and go deeper and unstructured. And she was like, oh, really? I'm like, yes, you can change it. When you have a membership program, you do not have to have your schedule be set in stone month after month, year after year. You can change it every month or two if you want, and if that serves the community and yourself and your members. Now, the reason why we don't see that and we don't think that is because we've all been part of these giant memberships with thousands of people, and there's no way that they can manage those by changing things all the time, right? There's no way that you can have thousands of people in your low ticket membership and have like the schedule change on a monthly basis, or the content change on a monthly basis, because it's too much work. But by then, don't you worry, you have a team who is doing the content for you, who's putting out the schedule for you, just like you would if you have a podcast where you've got tens of thousands of downloads on every single episode. You probably know it's worth it to have a team to help you organize it and make sure it's done well and done on time. That's what's going to be in place when you have a giant membership that's thriving and loads of people in it, that schedule is going to be really easy to maintain and put out there with confidence, right? So that's something you never have to be afraid of when you're starting out, because when you're starting out, you'll have 10 people or 50 or 100, and you can play with that group of people. You can do something for a couple months, try it out, see how it feels, see who's showing up. Then you can kind of slightly shift it. And then even 2 years later, you might find that you bring that thing back in that didn't work when you first put it out, and it works really well. Like, that's that whole idea of having a structured meeting versus more organic meetings. So if you've got less than 10 people showing up on meetings, you probably can get away with having it be a little unstructured if it's like a Q&A call or a coaching call. If you've got tens of people or more showing up on these, and you know that it's really important to get everyone's questions answered, more so than it is to have some people get in-depth support, then you'll just have to set that tone and prepare everyone for that on the meeting. And then you can do that. It's really easy to rein in your leadership here, because you are the leader, you are the guide, and you set the tone, and people will respond to how you set things up. So you can do that at any time. And that's what I don't want you to ever feel afraid of, is that this is your playground and you do it the best way possible to get the best results for people in it, and feel really good about it really working for you. And you'll know, because if it doesn't feel right for other people, it won't feel right for you. So my final bit of advice that I want to share is that you can start your membership as a test if it feels too risky to start a program forever that never ends. And I have a lot of people inside Membership School and the Scaling Deep Society who decide to launch their program as a 2 to 3 month live cohort or program first, just so they can walk through their material with people. They can sell something that is contained and really easy to price as a more bite-sized package to people in their audience, so that they can test out everything and how it feels. And that is not a bad way to start your membership program. Now, if you already have a group program and now you want to move it towards a membership, you've already done that work. You already know what it feels like. And now all you know is that you need to continue on that journey with them month after month, and perhaps repeat some of the content, and perhaps come up with new ways to deliver it. And then also add to some of that with different kinds of things that might be a little outside of what you would put in a 2 to 3 month program, to add value, to enhance the learning, right? And so that would be already done. But if you're just starting out, why not start it as a beta program? Why not? It's a great way to get your feet wet in running a group program with multiple people at multiple levels of knowledge, and walking through the content that you will do in your membership program, that just is a continuous support setup, so people can stay in there and keep learning over time. And it does really just serve those people who join a 2 to 3 month program and can't get to the work, and something comes up and they can't get it done. This is just allowing them a better pace to do it. So that's a great way to get started. And I'm going to be talking about more of this in my upcoming workshop that I am offering to everyone who's on my list, or you who's listening here. It is the Membership Method Workshop that is normally at least $37, that I am doing it for free to kick off a very special program that I'm going to be offering with Membership School. And the way you're going to find out about that, and also just get value out of this workshop, is by going to scalingdeep.com/method-launch. And you can get access to the live event on May 16th. Show up, learn so much about how to set up and structure your membership. I call it From Structure to Sales, because I go over so many things in this workshop, ask some questions, and then I get to share with you my upcoming program that I'm really excited about, that I think is going to make a big difference in helping people feel supported while they go through building a program that was going to just suit them perfectly, as well as serve their members, because that's really what it's all about, and I think some of the best membership programs in the world are running quietly, and they're running so well that people don't need to constantly talk about them because they have great value. Members are super excited getting it. And the people who are running it, like you, like me, are just showing up in their zone of genius, just having a great time. And it's a real win-win thing. And that's what I'm going to share with you how to do. I'm so excited to do that. So again, head on over to scalingdeep.com/method-launch and get signed up for the membership method workshop live event. I'm only doing this for free once. So I would love for you to not miss out on that. It's totally, totally worth it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. If you're enjoying these kinds of topics, don't forget to head on over to YouTube if you're not already here and subscribe to my channel, Lisa Princik, where I'll share something with you almost every week on how to create an amazing, fulfilling membership program. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.